It is sorry. It is Saturday the 27th, I think. Yeah, 27th of June 2015. It's 11:21 a.m. and yeah, this is gonna be my first vlog for my personal series on my pregnancy journey and everything. So yeah, hello, I'm pregnant. I am currently 8 weeks and 2 days, according to the calculations that my midwife and I came up with, as well as when I first found out I was pregnant. I downloaded the app Ovia Pregnancy because I had been using the Ovia just the regular Ovia tracker for like my cycle and everything, and when I found out I was pregnant, I went ahead and downloaded their pregnancy app and put in the first day of my last cycle and all that stuff, and it estimated that it estimated the timeline of everything. And if you know doctors and all that stuff, until they actually do like your blood test and your ultrasounds and all that stuff, they always base your week starting on the first day of your last cycle. So for me, I found out I was pregnant on May the 29th at 6:30 at night. I wasn't even late. I was supposed to start on the 30th of May, but I've been feeling funky, and I mean, I've been having some similar period symptoms and stuff, but I still just felt weird, and I decided to go ahead and buy a test. I bought a pack of the two just basic first response tests, and I was going to wait until I was late to take them, but when we got back to my fiance's house, to Chase's house, he went downstairs and talked to his flatmate, and I had to use the bathroom, so I decided to grab one of the tests and take with me. I didn't tell him. I was just like, let's just see what happens, and literally as soon as I took the test, the pregnancy line popped up, and it popped up before the control line, and it was so much darker than the control line, and I was like, oh my lord. And this is like 6:30 at night, and usually they say your levels are highest in the morning, so when you test, you should generally test using your first, the first time you go to the bathroom in the morning when you wake up. That's when you should test, just because, like I said, that your hormones are like much more concentrated then. So if you are pregnant, your HCG levels will be highest in the morning, so you'll get more of a chance to have your positive show up then. But since my line was so dark, then it was kind of obvious that, oh my gosh, you are pregnant. So I took another test that Saturday morning at 8:30. The second one I took it that morning, and again, same result, came back positive. That afternoon, I went out and bought one of the clear blue digital tests, and it came back pregnant, and it said 2 to 3, which means that you're about 4 to 5 weeks pregnant at that time. The next day, I came home, and I had one of the clear blue digital tests left over from back in March when we had a scare and we thought we were pregnant back in March. I had one left over, and I took it, and again, it came back positive. It said pregnant, it said 2 to 3, which means 4 to 5 weeks. So I went and I went ahead and found the doctors nearest me, the GP, went ahead and registered with them, had my new patient registry meeting on June the 5th. It was the first Friday in June, and I met with the nurse to do everything, and she was just really aloof and didn't pay really much attention to me when I was telling her I was pregnant. And then at the end of the appointment, she was like, yeah, we need to get you in for like a pap smear and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, what about like the pregnancy? Like, what do I need to do for that? And she was like, oh my gosh, are you pregnant? And I was like, I've been telling you the whole time. And she just didn't pay any mind, and she was like, oh, we can't do that then, but we're gonna need to do a test here in the office. And I was like, okay, why don't we just do that earlier? But whatever. So I had to wait until the following week on the next Tuesday, which was the 9th. Yes, the 9th of June, to come in, and I had to do a pregnancy test in office. a pregnancy test in office for their records, because that's how they have to do it, because even if you take pregnancy tests at home, they have to do one in office to confirm, and we took it in office, and it came back positive as well. So the two little lines popped up. So yeah, she said I was pregnant. She advised that I schedule an appointment to actually see the actual doctor himself, and that she would get her information and send it over to whoever it was, so I could go ahead and get my scans and all that stuff set up for the hospital. Because apparently over here you go to the hospitals to do all your ultrasounds and everything, which is weird, but I don't know. However, the one thing I had with her was the fact that she was so weird. Like, she tried to tell me at that time that I was already first she tried to say I was 7 weeks and 9 days. You can't be 7 weeks and 9 days pregnant. It's not possible. There aren't 9 days in a week. And then she was like, no, you're like 7'2" or 7'4" and all that stuff. And I was like, there's no possible way. Because I told her that my last period started on April the 30th. But in order to be 7 weeks and I met her, my last period would have had to been on April the 16th. Which is not possible. Or something like that. And I'm like, that didn't happen, you know. She was the same one from Friday, and I didn't like her, so whatever. So I went and I met with the doctor. I scheduled an appointment, but the earliest I could see my doctor was on the 22nd of June. So that was this past Monday. And I went and I saw him, and he was so different. He was so nice. Sorry, there's something on my screen. I really, really liked him, and he felt really comfortable to talk to him. And he was just giving me some just general advice of what to do. He asked me, did I have my scan set up, and that did happen. I did receive a letter the end of the week. What day did I get the letter? I got the letter, I think, on Friday the 12th, from the hospital, which is St. Thomas Hospital, which is right down the road from me, saying that my first trimester scan had been booked at the earliest possible date, for 2:30 in the afternoon on July the 27th. July the 27th. That's almost 2 months away. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I have to wait till the very end. And like, if they had been going based on that nurse's thing, I'd be almost 15 weeks. I'd be like 14 weeks and a day or something. 14 weeks and some odd days if they were basing it off of her schedule. I'm like, you wait till people are 14 weeks to have your, I don't know, according to me, I'd only be like 12 weeks and so many days, but, yeah, it's besides the point, so when I met with the doctor on the 22nd, or this past Tuesday, Monday, sorry, he was super nice and asked me about that, and, everything, and just give me general advice. And he went ahead, I didn't know this, but he went ahead that day and sent my referral over to the midwives, because on Tuesday I received a phone call that I missed because I had my phone on silent, from Louise, who is a midwife, and who works with the Vauxhall surgery. She called me to go ahead so we could set up our first appointment so I could meet with her and discuss everything. And after going back and forth with her on Tuesday and Wednesday, we finally spoke on Wednesday and got everything settled. And she asked me, she's like, so it looks like you're 7 weeks or so, and I was like, no, or like she said, so it looks like you're due on January 21st, and I'm like, no, I'm like, I don't think I'm due until February. And she was asking me like the date of my cycle and stuff. I told her, she was like, oh yeah, you're right, February 4th would be your date. And I'm like, yeah. Well, that's what I told the nurse when I first went. Sorry, excuse me. And I was like, I don't know why she kept saying I was further along than what I am. So she said that, they try to schedule their first midwife's appointments between 10 and 12 weeks. So we were looking at the schedule, and she was like, I would be 10 weeks on July the 9th. It's going to be 10 weeks. But she asked me would it be okay if we met a little earlier than that, if we met on the 6th. And I was like, you know, yeah, that's completely fine, you know, I can meet on the 6th. I'll be 9 weeks and 4 days on there. So she is coming. They do home visits. She's coming to my home on July 6th, so not this Monday, but the following, next Monday. And she's going to be here from 1:30. Oh, she's going to be out 1:30, and it's going to be about a 90-minute to 2-hour appointment. Or she said, yeah, hour and a half to 2 hours, usually, to just discuss everything we need to. She did want to confirm that she said that my doctor did say that I was planning on going back to the U.S. in September, and I was like, yes, that is true, you know, I will be going back and everything. And she was like, you know, that's fine. She's like, we just want to take care of you while you're here to make sure everything goes good. So that was a relief, and it's nice to know that some stuff's happening. And yeah, so as of today, as I said, I'm 8 weeks and 2 days, which means I am officially, you know, 2 months pregnant. I mean, it's insane to think I'm 2 months already, and that, like, it's just really hard to believe, because whew, it's kind of scary, you know, to think about. But I had my first morning sickness the other night. I really do want to document that, though. I didn't put that down in here, but I did. I had my first morning sickness. When was it? Thursday night, I think. Yeah, Thursday night. So I'm going to add that to my calendar just so I know. Because I want to try to track these things. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm so tired. I am going to do a video later talking about all my symptoms and stuff, like when I get done with the first 12 weeks, and when I get done with my first trimester, I will come and, do a video on, like an overview of the first trimester, or the first 3 months. It was kind of weird, because when I found out I was pregnant, as I said, it was on May the 29th, which actually meant that I was already, technically 4 weeks pregnant. I was 4 weeks and 1 day, so I was already a month pregnant when I found out, according to the calculations and everything, based on that. But, yeah. So, that's what's going on today. That's what's been going on. So, yeah, today is my first little vlog, I wanted to do about that. Sorry for my appearance, you know, I'm tired all the time. It doesn't matter how much sleep I get, no matter how many naps I take during the day. I could go to bed at 9 at night and wake up at 8 in the morning and still be so tired the next day, like I can't function. It's really bad. I'm ready for this to get over. I know they say that after the 12 weeks, your first 12 weeks, you usually get your energy back, but it's tough, man, because I'm trying to work on my dissertation as well, and it's not going well at all, and I really want to get that done as soon as possible. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more days of June, and then 31 days of July, and I'm hoping to be done by the end of July with this paper. If not, I'm setting my deadline to be, like, you know, pretty soon in August, like no later than like August 10th, August 9th, you know, that'll give me, like, if I say August 9th, that'll give me the first full week of August to finish it up. But, I might even just do August 16th, because then I'll be 25 and a half. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's just a lot that I'm trying to go through right now, and so much. On top of me trying to get ready and try to get stuff back to the U.S. and get all that, you know, all that it's so stressful right now. But anywho, yay, this is vlog number 1, and woohoo, go babies. And yeah, I will just talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.